Hey everybody, Aston here again with Gents with another fragrance review. Today we're going to be taking a look at a fragrance from the house of Memo, which is one of my favorite niche houses. The fragrance that we're going to be taking a look at today is Russian Leather. So stick with me, we'll go ahead and check out the presentation and then get into the fragrance itself. Alright, let's go ahead and check out the presentation. The box looks nice, it's leather bound. On the front it says Memo Paris, there's nothing on the sides or the back. On the top you have an M for Memo. On the bottom you have ingredient information with the batch code printed in the lower right hand corner. The top slides off and the bottle sits down inside of the box, much like an amouage. You also get these postcards that come with Memos. This has the bottle art on it, it looks nice. Then on the back you have note information, what the fragrance is supposed to smell like, just some more information on the fragrance. Those are taped onto the box when you get it, so make sure you remove it carefully so you don't rip it. So the bottle itself has this metal plate that's put onto the front of the bottle, and it has the different design depending on which fragrance you have, but they're all kind of eye-catching. It has Russian Leather Eau de Parfum Memo Paris on the front. The bottle itself is kind of a maroon color, and there's nothing on the sides or back. On the bottom you have a sticker that has size, concentration, and batch code in the lower right hand corner again. Cap is a heavy metal cap. I would not pick it up by the cap because it doesn't snap into place, it just slides in. You have that M again on the top, and it sprays out a good amount of juice. That's the presentation for Memo Paris Russian Leather. Personally, I love Memo's presentations. I know some people don't, but I like it. It kind of sets them apart from all the other bottles in my collection. So I know that this fragrance is named Russian Leather, and it's part of the leather series from Memo, but honestly, there's not all that much leather in here. I mean, it's barely detectable once you hit the mid, but this is not truly a leather fragrance. This opens up with pine, sage, lavender, and mint. Those notes should give you a pretty good idea of how this comes across, which is fresh and green. It's almost like walking into a coniferous forest, that initial blast that you get hit with of all those pine needles, mixing with a little bit of the green earth underneath your feet. In the mid is where you can begin to pick up some of that leather note, but it really is just a small amount, and it's not really prominent. It's not something that comes to the forefront, it stays in the background. Once you're in that mid, it's also lost a little bit of that fresh greenness that you get from the opening and becomes more of an earthy scent. You start to be able to pick up coriander, nutmeg. There is still pine there, but it's lost a lot of that bite from the opening. You know how when you initially smell pine needles, you get hit with that kind of brisk freshness? A lot of that is rounded off once you hit the mid. It is still nice, it just becomes more earthy rather than green. Once you've hit the dry down, you get kind of a soft mix of guaiac wood and cedar wood. Again, it is soft and light at that point, and there's an almost powdery tonka note that's mixing with those woods. Once you've hit that full dry down though, this is a skin scent. The quality of this fragrance is unquestionably high. You can tell that the ingredients used are of high quality. It's blended well. It changes from the open to the mid to the dry down, so it's not linear at all. The projection on this, you're looking at about a couple feet, and within a couple of hours, it's sitting down closer to the skin. So it's not fantastic. It's right there in the average range. And longevity, you're looking at about 6 hours. Now, depending on the weather, that can be better, that can be worse, but for me, my average was right in that 5 to 6 hour range. This is the type of fragrance that's going to work better in spring and fall. It probably wouldn't work so well in extremes, so very cold or very hot, not really suited for that. It's more for middling weather, so again, spring, fall. It's more of a daytime scent. This isn't something that you necessarily would want to wear out and about on a night on the town or anything like that. It would work in an office setting. It would work casually, and I'm not sure that I would necessarily dress this up, but you could if you wanted to. Again, it's green and fresh at the open, turns a little more earthy toward the mid, and then it's a soft woody mix with some tonka in the base. So it does go through kind of a transformation there. If that's something that you personally would be comfortable dressing up in more formal situations, then go for it. So this is going to appeal more toward people that enjoy fougères, toward people that enjoy green fragrances that smell realistically like a forest or ferns or the earth, things like that. This isn't a fragrance that's made for people who want to wear something that smells soapy clean, or people that want to wear something that's very dark and masculine. And it's also not for people that are looking for something that's more along those people pleaser, ambroxan kind of fragrances. So you have to understand that this is definitely made, again, for people who like fougères and green, realistic earth fragrances. So if you do, then you probably should check this out. If you don't, then I doubt this is going to really change your mind and make you fall in love with those. All right, that's my review for Memo Russian Leather. Personally, I really enjoy it. I really do like it. I'm very glad to have it. Just make sure that it's something that's up your alley, and like usual, if possible, sample beforehand just to make sure that you really do want to invest in a bottle. I'm going to put a link down below in the description to a store that's in Tennessee like me, where you can purchase this if you want to. If you give them a call on their Contact Us page, which I will supply in the description again, they will give you free shipping on a bottle of this. Just mention that you saw my review. So if you want to get in touch with them, go ahead and do so, and they can hook you up with a bottle. If you've smelled this before, let me know what you think about it. As always, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.